Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. This is A Hero's Rest. Yeah, it is. Only one hero, you understand? Not multiple. No, just one hero can stop here at a time. It's a game about building a special little village for your heroes in order to have a nice time. And as you can tell from the dainty music in the background, there's a fella, look. As you can tell from the dainty music in the background, we're in the oldie times. Oh yeah, so we're gonna set ourselves up a new town here. This is going to be the village of Wizard's Hole, because of course. Now let's choose a map. We don't want New Beginning. We're going to go with the Hanging Gardens. Oh yeah, because what else would you do with a garden? Let's cook it. Hello, traveller. Welcome to Wizard's Hall. There's not a lot to see here right now, because there's nothing to see here right now. Lots of places may be of interest to you. Oh, look, there's a fishing rod. Oh, some trees. Oh, isn't it delightful? I hope you enjoy your time in Wizard. I've no idea where that particular accent comes from. Me, largely. But what you can see here is the different plots of land that you have at your disposal to build different housing type shop gubbins that you can use to appeal to your many and varied hero folk. Anyway, we've got a letter from Mr. George that we're not going to read. And I don't need the tutorial because I've played games before, including this one. Right, let's slow the old time down a smidge. No, pop you back out and then sit there. Shall I leave the plinky music? I'm going to leave the plinky music on. Right, now, actually looking around the place is a little more challenging than is desirable, because the camera's clever. Yeah, not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. It's clever. Now, your first plot of land is free. Every other plot after the initial, you have to pay money for. What I haven't been able to figure out so far is whether there is an advantage other than the size of the individual plots to picking one place over another. What I do know is that large plot, like this one, is going to cost me more in tax, which we don't want. But if we carry on up the old path here, yeah, I can't zoom out any further than this. This is as far as I can zoom. Then you get to some side-by-side. No, not this place. I have been on this map before, so I should know where things are, but clearly I don't. Let's go down the water. There we go. Here we go. This is what we like. Couple of little tiddlers to kick us off with. Right, now the first one's going to be free. Second one's going to cost me money, but we'll take the first one, which we'll click on here. We click on here. There we go. Click on here. Yes, please. I'll have that. Thank you very much. And then we want to get to work on building up an inn. All right, you are. So let's get that going. Construction, wooden floor. Now, at the moment, all the floors are the same price. I would imagine that's some early access shenanigans going on there, and that over time there may be some adjustment in the price of things, because I think a wooden floor, they say it's cheap, but it's actually the same price as flipping marble. So who knows? But I think that a wooden floor in my rustic tavern is going to be absolutely banging. Yeah, right. So slap in a bit more of this action. Oh yeah. Slap in as much as you can. That's super duper. Right, back her up. Give me some more construction options. Let's take walls. Same true of walls as well. You've got this log cabin business going on, but you can have something that's more plush, nay deluxe, which is the same cost. So why wouldn't you just go with the deluxe? And I kind of go because it's not in keeping with the ambience I want to conjure for the peoples, you know. Yeah. No, I mean you may wish for a slightly different ambience, but frankly, this is the one that I'm after. Right, stick that in there. Now, you see, they only have the oak beam pillar action thing at one end, and so what I try to do is make it so that the pillars go around in a circle, and that way everything lines up right. It's like I thought it through. Obviously, it's like I've thought it through. It's not like I've actually thought it through. You've missed one. And that will go there. Yeah, because I'm going for slightly asymmetric window placement. Because that's what people like. You're not going to get on the cover of Modern Cabin magazine by just going, no, we'll do everything completely symmetrical. No. Modern Cabin magazine, they've got far higher standards than that. And then we need a little door. Super job. Right, that's all golden as far as that bit of construction is concerned. I'm now going to need a workstation. Are you? Yeah, I'm going to need my innkeeper workstation. It's been almost 3 days since I last had a go on this, so you have to bear in mind I might not be able to remember how to play it. So right, we'll stick the innkeeper in there. You need a stockpile, which it isn't going to let me put it outside. Oh, that's a disappointment, because I'm going to want to leave enough space in here for some tables and the like. Not that you really need them. It's just that it's good to have. Your heroes certainly relish you having some tables. We'll use the storage crates there as a kind of a dividing zone thing. We want an oven. Yeah, of course we do. Workstations. 1 times brick oven. Yeah. Flip it around over here. Plonk it in the back. Super. And a quest board, which we will bung outside lovingly. Quest board locked. Quest board should not be locked. The quest board should be unlocked. No, you can't have a quest board, son. Why? Don't know. Should be able to have a quest board. Well, it's going quest board locked. You've got to have a workstation. I've got a workstation. That's the cooker. The cooker is the workstation. And then I've got the vendor. That is the cooker workstation dude man, bro. I bumped into this before. How did I get around this previously? I think I built a second place, a second building, Buy this, it's 7 Gs. All right, 8 Gs effectively. And on this one, we will build a blacksmith. No, just stop randomly clicking, Sunshine, and just play it properly. We want the blacksmith's forge, which can sit here. Now, obviously, I can just bung all this business outside. He needs 5 walls, a door, a stockpile, and a counter. That's fine. I can leave his actual forge outside. That's no sweat. 5 floors. All right. Yeah. No. Let's go. See, you've got to have stone. But blacksmith, all about the stone. And whatever materials it is that they're actually blacksmithing. That says 5, but I think if anything 6 is the way to go, and I've placed that in such a way that it's not going to let me line it up without a bit of a struggle, but that's okay. I'm all about the struggle. It's what makes life meaningful. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and you good, and a bit of this, right, and then some walls. I think we'll go with stone. Yeah, medieval. I'm all about that. Yeah, you've placed that the wrong way around. Oh yeah, okay, hang on. So double click to move it. Yeah, flip it. You sure? What do you want on the inside? Whitewash or the stone lumber mix? I'm going to go for whitewash on the inside, thanks. But I appreciate you taking the time to ask me what I wanted. Yeah. Flip it. That's it. I don't know if this is the right way around or not. Honestly, you could go half and half if you wanted to. And the game's not going to penalise you one way or the other. You've got the outside of that wall inside. There we go. Yeah, I know it's style. If I want to get onto the front cover of What Blacksmithing, then you've got to innovate. Right. Anyway, let's keep bunging all this down. I'm going to be short on cash pretty ruddy soon, and that's okay. I think I've more or less finished building stuff. More or less. Well, at least in the short term I have. Workstation, and I need the vendor counter. One of those. Now, there's half a dozen, maybe even more than that, different types of vendors that you can have. Yeah, right, just do this. There you go, he's happy. Oh, hammer and anvil. I finished building the blacksmith. Yeah, I know, I can't do anything with the blacksmith at the moment, though. We'll come back to that in a moment. I just want to place the quest board, because that's the important bit. There we go. And stick the quest board right about there. The journey hath begin. Hathen it, indeed. Seek a hero class of any attribute. I will do, but before then, the weapon master's been unlocked. Is he rocking up yet? Yeah, he's in the zone. Now, if one were to have a gripe, this would be the only gripe that I have about this game so far, is finding the chuffing weapon master, right? And later, the chuffing trader. Now, the good news is that after you've played for a bit, you can find them. And it's down here, under the cliffside. He's not even rocked up yet. He's gonna turn up around here in a moment. On this map. He turns up somewhere else on the other maps. You've got to find out where he goes. But he's not there yet. Mercifully, you are also given hotkeys to get back to your shop. But there's no hotkey to get to the weapon master, which is a bit of a drag. I spent half an hour on this map trying to find a flaming weapon master when I've played it the first time round. And let me tell you, it was not what I would describe as compelling gameplay. No, non-compelling that gameplay was. But, you know, early access, innit? And therefore it's bound to have some stuff in it that's wonky. Right, now, while you're just knocking around not doing much with yourself, there are some trees and rocks and mushrooms and all of that sort of stuff that you can harvest. And everything becomes about the harvesting of stuff. Right, I'm going to get some crafting of items going on here. I'll talk through the menu at the top presently. Firstly, though, we're going to want some one-handed sword action. Now, we haven't got any active classes in this yet. Yeah, you don't need to tell me about it. It's all right, I've got it. No, look, I'll tell the people. I've learned my lesson from this already. Swords, friends, right? And you can change the colour of the bits on the swords. You know, if you want it to be, you know, lively and all of this kind of caper. Yeah, that's the blade. And next, I want the next bit. I want to do the tang and the hilt and all. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, it's going to cost me 234 groats, 2 of the 10 bits of metal I've got kicking around, and 1 plank. I'm going to build 3 of them, and that's going to cost me 700 quid. And then we will now craft them. I built a Knight's Sabre of Perfection, and this one has got extra bonus magic benefits. Super. Yeah, no, that's good. I feel happy about life now. Now you can rename the weapons as you go if that's something that takes you if you know you want to, or not if you don't. Meanwhile, over at the innkeeper, we shall spend some food. Craft the food. Hello there. At the moment, I can only make juice or apple, or some fruit cake, or the item that is, what's that? Fruit smoothie or ice cream. Quite how all I've got is an oven. It's beyond me. Maybe you spin it around in a vortex. But each of these confers a little bit of a buff to the heroes that I'm going to recruit shortly. And at the moment, all I'm really interested in is getting their health up. So we can make them one at a time. Yeah. These are just normal apples. Yeah, that one was a bad apple. We might sell it anyway, you know, but that one's bad as well. I'm also going to bang in a little bit of cake. Just because everybody likes cake. Yeah. Yeah, oh, a good cake. That one should sell for good money. Good. Yeah, let's make another 2 cakes and then go about our business. You can add extra bits. Well, go on, tell me. 2 lots of regular fruitcake. Fine. You can add extra bits, which means that it costs you more money, but it increases the chance that you're going to make an excellent product at the other end of it. Yeah? Okay. And well, I should show you. I'm kind of showing you what's going on here. No, let's go back to crafty foods. Yeah. you'll see that he's earning experience as he goes. And once he fills the old experience bar, he unlocks tier 2, which has some more exotic bits and pieces in. And you keep leveling up, and you keep all of that, and all of that kind of business, and it all occurs. Let's go and find the weapon master, because in order to do anything else, I'm going to need him. He should be in his little hutch by now. There he is, look. See, he's rocked up now. All right, weapon maestro. Now, this is where your heroes are going to come from. So I'm going to seek a new class of hero, and that hero is going to be armed with a one-handed sword, which is why I was making them a moment ago. Yeah, and these are going to be wacky, no, wacky whackers. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what they are. I know, did something for the kids. Then you get to give them a little badge. I think naturally that is the way to go, given that that's not only a kind of an emblem of the class, it's also an indicator of the life expectancy. Good. Right, yep, do that. Please select a core attribute. Oh, does it really matter? Just strength, they generate gold. No, I want them to generate a small amount of, like, you know, survive. Heroes will reduce your losses during failed threats. Maybe these guys gain experience. Let's go intelligence. Given that I made an intelligence sword, it feels wrong, but we'll do it anyway. So Johnny Fellamy lad there, he's going to the weapon maestro. He's now going to seek out heroes and recruit them to the cause, which is great. I've got to craft 10 meals at the inn. All right, I could do that. All right, let's get to crafting some more meals. How many have I done? Like 8, 6, something like that. Let's do. They don't need magic. They don't need magic points. They only need health. So health restoration is what it's all about. Give me another 5 of these, and that'll put me over the top. It's quite expensive to do, but I will make the money back again. So we made 2 that are bad, 3 that are normal. Well, that could be worse. I've now got to create some crafts. Some quests. Craft some quests. Now we do that again. We can do it from the old jobs board here. Let's go crafting quests. And this is where the fun begins. You kind of go, yeah. No, look, I'm going to tell the people at home about all of this. Don't, yeah. Just details. Right. So what we're looking for, completion reward. That's a slight misnomer. It's not the reward for completion for the hero. This is what do you want them to go out and get? And that's pretty important. To start with, we shall go with food, because I'm going to level up my innkeeper fairly quickly, right? Now, then you get to choose the type of food you want them questing for, which at the moment I've only got this basic fruit business going on. Then at the objective type, so this is the type of quest that it is. Scavenging is the easy one. Farming and mining, slightly harder. Treasure hunt, slightly harder. Expedition, slightly harder, right? And then you've got the different locations that they can go to in order to do the stuff, which, again, changes it up. Now, when I played through this before, I mucked about with naming the quests, but after a little while, I got very bored doing that, because you do. And therefore, I stopped bothering. Now, here's the key bit, and that's optimal CR. So this is character rating, class rating, combat rating, whatever it is. That's the difficulty level. Does the question mark tell you? Challenge rating. Challenge rating, right? The optimal challenge rating. Your heroes, I think we've probably got one. No, the weapon master's leaving. Yeah, what a punk. Your heroes will be rated at a particular challenge, and they will only take on quests that fall within their bracket, right? So if they're a CR 11, they won't take on a CR 7 to 10. They see it as beneath them. Whereas if they're, if the quest is too difficult for them, they won't take it on either. So you want to keep it sweet, right? Now we can make it slightly easier by dropping the sneak down, although we're already on the easiest quest imaginable. Or you can make them be blatant about it and make it more difficult in order to tweak the rating. So if I go for farming and mining, we've moved the CR to 10 to 14. 9 to 13, we might be okay. But the reward they're going to bring back is much higher. So I'll have one of those. Nice one. Right, and then we'll do 2 that are the low-level stuff. Just in case we only get low-level heroes to start with. Because we probably will. Just food. All day to start with. Right, I've now got to get up to having 3 heroes on my roster. There's nothing I could do to really speed that along other than wait. Time will allow that, and speaking of time, we shall advance the old tick along, tick along. And here's our first hero. His name's Teddy. Yeah, oh, and here's Cecil. Hello, Cecil. She happens to live on something of the, and they talk about she's telling me to make nicer shops and I'll get nicer heroes. But the thing with having nicer shops is you've got to have the money to do it. And the way that you make money is, you guessed it, get your heroes to go out and do quests. They go out and do quests, they come back and buy gubbins. You then get to go, thank you very much. Now buy some more things. And so they do. And this and that and the other. So where is old Teddy here? Let's go and have a look. Teddy the Beard. Alright, Teds. There he is. Teddy the Hero Beard. Oh, there's someone else, look. I thought it was just a visitor. Oh, I sold a fruitcake to the visitor as well for 74 groats. Sweet. Yep. Teddy is a wacky whacker. Good. He's on a mission at the moment, and he says that the town isn't that bad. Lovely work, Teddy. Go and buy a sword, which is exactly what he's going to go and do. He's off to buy a sword at the moment. I don't even need to look. That's 100% what he's going to go and do. He's going to go and buy a sword. He's going to go and get a quest, and then he's going to go and quest with his sword. Here we go. We've gained some additional resources. Oh, sweet. Thanks, heroes. Or I should say, thanks, Teddy. Yeah, that's all good. What do you buy? You bought an apple. Yeah. Well, it keeps the doctor away, so I've heard. So I've heard. Well, I don't know, I'd guess. Hello, sir, and or madam. He wants the Knight's Sabre of Ding Dong, which has cost him 700 quid. He's got 1,300 left in his back pocket. And he's now off to go and quest into the unknown. Oh, yeah. Here he goes, to the quest board. I'll take that one, please. I like your thinking there, Tedster. So he's going to clear off the mission reward, which is the cost of setting up the quest in the first place. He'll get paid at the end of his quest. It's not worth his time doing, to be honest, but he'll partially level up and earn more things. My village rating is currently deserted. Super. Great. So there you go. We're underway. I've been Colonel Failure. This is a hero's rest. I will be back to rest with more heroes in the next episode. Why don't you subscribe to make sure you keep up with that, if that's the sort of thing you fancy keeping up with. And I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.